What's up guys, this is Ronnie. Welcome back to our channel Total Technology. So this is tutorial 16 and today's topic will be going to talk about how to actually uh, get more than 1000 results actually from your REST API call. So basically for last couple of weeks or maybe more than 6 months, I'm getting lots of requests that please make a tutorial on how to get more than 1000 results. So basically, suppose your company or maybe the project where actually you are working, it has more than 1000 issues, and when you are trying to actually get all those issues from a REST API call using your Python request module, so generally you will get maybe 100 or 50 issues at a time depending on the API version you are using. Suppose you are using version 2, then probably will be going to get 50 results, and suppose you are going to uh, call via API version 3, so maybe we'll be going to get 100 results at a time. So 90% of the students or my audiences are actually having a confusion that how to actually get more than 100 or more than 50 results. So it's very easy actually. So I tried to explain all of them by commenting on my video, but sometimes it's difficult when you are actually giving some instruction rather than actually doing the actual thing. So I thought of actually creating these videos to all requested, for all the requested member actually who actually kind of send me lots of email, some messaging on my WhatsApp and our Telegram group, and as well as in the video comment box. Okay, so this video is actually for all of you. On a special request I'm creating this thing. So in this video what I'm going to do, I'll explain you a little bit. So basically the approach is very simple. Steps to get more than 100,000 results. So first you have to actually count all the issues. Suppose you are having 2000 issues count, and as I told you, in the REST API version 3 you will be going to have actually 100 result at a time. So basically you have to create uh, a number, means how many time your API is actually going to request. So run a set up a pagination, means let me tell you what I'm actually going to explain about a pagination. Suppose you have total 2000 issues, okay, and suppose every time you are going to get 100 issues from a single REST API call. So how many time you have to call the REST API? So it will be 2000 divided by 100. So 20 times you have to call your REST API. So if you are calling your REST API 20 times, so 20 into 100 you will be going to get 1000 2000 results. But the problem is actually every time if you are going to call the REST API with 20 times, if you are going to call the REST API for 100 results, every time it is going to give you the same result. So just like a book page, like suppose you are reading the page number 1, so if you go to the next page, what in which page if you want to go, suppose you want to go to the next page, so what will be the page number 2? If you want to read the next page, what will be the page number 3? So similarly, suppose you are going to read if you are going to call the API for 20 times, so first it will be going to start from 0 to 100, right? So next API call, it will be 101 to 201. So like that way you have to actually move forward for 20 REST API calls. So that is actually called the set up the pagination. And once the pagination is built, like in your logic, means how many time you are going to call the REST API, then you have to actually look through that number. Okay, so our tutorial is actually divided, or is divided into 3 parts. So now I know it is kind of very difficult if I just do a dry theoretical talk. So let's actually open my IDE and start writing some real code. So before doing that, let me actually show you my Jira here. So basically this is my Jira, and if you see here I have more than, if I go down, let me go down. So I just created all the simple issues. So basically, sorry, sample issues. So I have total this many issues, 1111. Okay, and it started 1111, and it started from, if you see here, it started from 1. So my total issue count is actually 1111. So let's write the code actually. Okay, so just like normal thing, we'll be going to actually import couple of modules. Okay, so first will be import requests JSON. Okay, so why request and JSON? So request is actually going to be our main module for calling the REST API, and JSON will be going to parsing our data. So first thing first, we'll be going to create base URL first. Okay, so base URL. Okay, then user, then pwd. Okay, username, password. Okay, and let me actually do something else like my project key as well. So project key is actually AUT. My project is actually AUT. Okay, so let me write that. So maybe I can just write uh, project key equals to AUT. I'm just creating all like variable whatever is required. So this will be actually htt. So it will be like yes, copy the link, then probably rest, then 3, then I believe API, something like that. If I'm not wrong, this is the API, right? So you'll be going to read from API version 3. So REST API 3. So it will be, sorry, I did a mistake. REST API 3. Okay. So this will be our API. Okay. Okay. So my user ID is actually this one. Like if I just go here, so this is my user ID, and password I created via token. So you guys can also create the token. Let me create a token. So maybe I can just write UTYT create. Let's copy it and let's paste it here first. Okay, and then we're going to write the total technology at gmail.com. So all variables are created. Now first thing first, we'll be going to actually read how many issues I have, means the issue count. So for that we definitely need a header, right? Headers are always going to be same, right? So maybe headers are also going to be part of this thing, headers. So it will be actually something like it's a JSON. So basically the first component of the header will be something like that, accept, right? And accept, it is actually going to accept application in the JSON format. So it should be application JSON. Then what will be there? Then content type, like this, right? So content type will be application JSON as well. So header, accept and content type both will be same. Okay, and same thing, application JSON. Okay, so now we'll be going to actually read from the API. So basically the base URL, so basically the main URL. Okay, so there will be only one URL, so you can actually easily write search. Okay, so there will be a search. Okay, after search we'll be actually going to do the JQL. Okay, in the JQL basically you will be going to actually use the query. So basically our API URL will be, for this thing, API underscore URL to call is going to be base URL, right? And after that we'll be going to actually call our JQL. Okay, so it should be something like that. So I'm just thinking how to actually put this thing. uh, hmm, so it should be like this, like this. So it should be base URL like this. Okay, it's an F string, so base URL. Then after that we'll be going to actually put a question mark. Okay, so uh, question mark, then JQL equals to project equals to project key, something like this. Okay, so let me actually print this API URL and check what exactly it is showing. Okay, so let's execute this thing. Yes, so you type this search JQL equals to project equals to AVT. I believe it is actually showing the correct thing. Now let's actually do the API call to get the count, to get the total number of issues. Okay, so it should be data equals to request dot get and then API URL. I think if I execute this thing, this is going to actually give you the result, but there is a catch. You have to actually uh, put the username and password. So how to put the username and password? It should be auth equals to user pwd, right? And then print, let's do a print data. So if I execute this thing properly, it should give me a 200. Okay, yeah, I got 200, so it means data is coming. So basically now I can write okay, let me make it response and then make it data equals to response dot json. Okay, and then print the data. Let's see what is coming. Okay, okay, so let's execute. Okay, it's huge. Okay, it's huge, and just because I actually read through the documentation, so I know in which actually field it has the detail about how many issues are there. Okay, so if you see it's showing this thing, there must be something called total or something. Let me check. Is there something like total? I don't know why it is not coming. Where it is? There is something called total. Okay. Let me actually make it clear. Okay. So basically, not sure why total is not coming. Okay. So just ignore this thing. So data is coming. So inside the data, there should be a key called total, which actually have the details about this thing. Okay. So it should be total. Okay, so let me actually do this thing. So maybe not wrong, let's do this thing. Yes. Okay, so in the last previous video you will actually have the details about this documentation of this API, sorry, this API. Okay, so I got this thing. So my total issue count is actually 111. So basically that is the issue count, right? You already know. Let me actually go to my here. See, I have only this many issues, 1001, and exactly same thing came. So I got our number. Okay, now we have to set up the pagination. Sorry. Okay, set up the pagination means how many requests you need. So number of request, maybe NOR. So number of request will be actually, okay, first check the batch size, BS. Okay, batch size is actually 100. Total issue is actually this thing. So this will be, there is a logic. So it should be total plus batch size. Okay, batch size minus 1 and divided by batch size. So this is going to tell you how many requests you need. So basically if I just do a print, it is going to tell me how many requests I need. Okay, so let's do it. So so let me actually do this calculation before doing this thing, so we will be able to explain you. So right now my count is 11 divided by so if I do it with 100, so if I divide it with 100, so I need let's divide it with 100. So 11.11. So basically I need to call total 12 times, cause if I call this request with 11 times, so how many requests will be coming? So 11 into 100, so 1100 will be coming. but to actually get the remaining 11, we need to call the API one more time. So ideally I need to call the API 12 times. So first 11 it is going to execute for all 100 issues, and the for last time, I mean the 12th time, it is only going to fetch the remaining 11 issues. So if I execute this thing, ideally it is going to give me number 12. Yes, it is going to give me number 12. Now the last part, we have to loop through. Looping. Okay, so looping is very easy here, right? This is not a big deal. So basically what you have to do, we have to actually call till 200 times, sorry, 12 times. Okay, so for that what you have to do, for n in range, it will be nor. Okay, so this will be executed till this time. Then what will happen, so we'll be going to actually create a start s. When it is actually going to start, it will be batch size into 100, means it is going to be 0, right? Batch size into 100. So 100, sorry, it will be actually batch size into n, sorry, so it will be n into batch size. Okay, right? So first time it will be 100. Okay, then it will be going to change actually every time, right? First it will be 100, then next time it will be uh, what it will be there. So like that way every time it is going to be changed. So first is 100, then next time, sorry, first it will be 0, then next time it is 100, next time it will be 200, like that way it will increase, right? So now we'll be going to actually create our query. Okay, this is very important part, like this. Okay, so this is also JSON. So there are a couple of things. So we'll be going to actually write our JQL. So JQL is equals to, what is our JQL? So it will be project equals to AVT, right? Like this, right? Then we have something called start at and max result. Okay, so it will be start at S always, and we have something called max results. Always max results will be batch size. Sorry guys, I'm not well actually, so I'm still recording this thing because I took a day off from my work. Okay, so now we'll be going to do the headers. Okay, so response equals to request dot get. Then we'll be going to actually do the base URL. Then headers equals to headers. Just hold on, I'm getting a call. Hello, hello. Just hold on, guys. Then query equals to query. And last thing is actually auth. We can actually use this auth like this. Okay. Okay. All are coming. So basically, so all responses are coming here. So next thing is actually we need to actually check whether we are getting 200 or not from this thing. Okay, so let's actually print this thing. Okay, and actually it is going to execute for 12 times. So let's actually do. Okay, so query. Uh, so basically it will be params. Okay, so clear it. Uh, okay, I put a double question mark. Okay, 12 and everything should be 200. Okay, all 200 12 times. Then it's working fine. And then we'll be going to do the data parsing. Okay, let me actually write this thing. Data equals to response dot json. Okay, all are coming like this. Now what will happen? Now we'll be going to actually write some information like what exactly it is coming. But before doing that, let me actually get all the issues from this thing. So it should be if I just print this data. Okay, let's execute. Yes, so there will be some key will be there that is called issues, so which is actually having all the details. So basically if we do something called data dot keys, which is actually going to hold all the information, okay, about all the issues. Okay, let me clear this thing. Okay, so let's check what are the keys are there. Yes, so basically I'll be going to get this thing from here. Okay, issues. Okay, so basically what I do, issues actually data dot this issues. Okay, like this. And now what I'll do, I'll just create all like this. Okay, so all dot extend. I can easily write issues, and like this means everything will be extended inside that list together. Okay, I can do that. Okay, so let me check. uh, okay, so let me do something like this. Okay, okay, and like this. Okay, and I don't need like this. Okay, all are done, right? And then what will happen at the end, for uh, one in all, print one single issues. I need the issue ID and I need the issue key, right? So let's try to execute this thing. Hopefully this will work now. Okay, so what will happen, we'll be able to get all the issues ID and their key. Okay, let's try to execute. Yes. Okay, so uh, data issues equals to data. Okay, so just hold on, I did a mistake actually here. So oh shit, it's a dictionary, it should be like that. Sorry. Okay, like this. Yes, basically it is extending the list here, and after that it is going to create. Okay, yes, so if you check here, it start from 1 and probably it's end at, yeah, if I can extend this thing it will go there. But to write this thing into a file, we can actually do more sensitive thing. So we can do actually something like this with io.open. I can just write results.csv, and I can just write mode and then encoding equals to utf hyphen 8 this as f1, then like this, then like this. Okay, then what will happen, we'll be going to write f1 dot write. Okay, and we can just do simply like this, comma, and this, and this, and after that I'm just going to uh, put a slash in, right? And at the end, once this is done, f1 dot close. So file is closed. Now what will happen, we'll be able to see output, and inside the output everything will be there. Okay, so this is a export to a file as well. Okay, if someone is ready to export to a file. Okay, let's wait. Okay, file is generated. So start from 11 and let's check the how many rows are there. Yeah, exactly. So last line is a blank line, so you guys can actually remove this line. Okay, everything is done fine. Okay, so that's it guys, that is the code. Hopefully you guys like the tutorial, and that is the almost this tutorial is actually almost pending since last 6-7 months, and I just got a time to I just create it. So don't worry about guys. So I'll be going to share this code via my GitHub link, and also I'll be going to post this thing in the PowerPoint slide. Okay, so that's it guys, that's it for today. We'll see you very soon in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye. But before I actually conclude this tutorial, I have a small request guys. Please do subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and also hit the bell icon so that you should not miss any notification from our next update. And also a very humble request guys, please try to share our videos with your family, friends, and whoever you think will be going to get some sort of benefit from our videos. And also you would like to reach the larger audience base, so that is why we like you guys to actually help us by do some engaging comments or feedback, so that we can actually improve our quality, and also it will actually help you guys. Okay, so please, it's an request, please share our videos with your family and friend, and please do subscribe to our channel, so that uh, this will actually motivate us to create some better and more quality content for future uploads. Okay, so that's it guys, we'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, and have a nice day.